There are nearly 102,000 children in the foster care system nationwide looking for homes. Today we met with Stephanie Lopez, a New York founding foster parent who is in the process of adopting 3 children. She first took in a baby girl, then her 2 older sisters to keep the family together. Lopez did it through the help of Gladys Vasquez, a care services provider at New York Founding. The organization New York Founding has 1,037 children in the foster care system in New York City, and 192 children are here in the Bronx. New York Founding has 10% of New York City's foster care population. Stephanie Lopez, a New York Foundling foster parent, took in a baby girl and then decided she would take in her 2 older sisters to keep the family together.
You have to make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons and that you are able to provide what they need. Because it's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about my husband. It's not about my kids. It's about them. What is best for them?
She is now in the process of adopting 3 girls with the help of Gladys Vasquez, a case planner at New York Foundling, an organization that has 10% of New York City's foster care population. Vasquez said the bond between Lopez and her children was immediate.
I met the girls and I could see they had an instant bond with mom. And they call her mom, you know. I can see, you know, just the way they are. And even though there's 6 kids in the home, you can see how they are as a family.
When I first met Stephanie, my mom, like I felt safe. Like I felt like I belonged here.
I've had these girls for about 3 years now, going on 4. I will never abandon them. I will never leave them.
It's parents like Stephanie Lopez who provide a warm and loving environment for these children and encourage them as they grow older. Reporting from East Tremont, Erica Jackson, News 12, The Bronx. Deteriorating structures and abandoned pathways are a common sight here in Crotona Park, but a new proposal may bring the historic park back from the past. According to published reports, the Landmark and Preservation Commission approved the construction of a new entrance and pathway at the Crotona Play Center off Fulton Avenue. The Play Center was constructed back in the 1930s by then Commissioner Robert Moses. It later received landmark status in 2007. 7 years later, the diving pool would be updated to what is now the spray shower. Although the park has received some improvements, many areas are still in need for repair. The proposal plans to fix those areas such as multiple entrances, walls, and stairs. The project is estimated to cost over $2 million. Bronxites that frequent the park are welcoming this change. Bottles and broken chairs. Those are some of the objects you'll find in Crotona Park.
I have noticed there's glass there, and I like to go sit on the benches to meditate, and it would be nice if the grass was nicer and to be able to sit on the grass, but it's not looking so great now.
Though the park was constructed by Robert Moses in the 1930s and underwent improvements to the pool in 2014, many areas are still in poor condition. But the Landmarks Preservation Commission approved plans for a project estimated to cost over $2 million that would renovate the park, including reconstruction of this staircase and the removal of this pathway in the south gate. In the entrance to Crotona Park, the roof would be repaired and the clock would be fixed. Residents hope these changes will improve the surrounding area.
It's been many years. This pool has been a lot of rapes in here, a lot of gang activity. So, you know, I think that's bring good change for the city.
The New York City Parks Department tells News 12 that once the plan is approved, construction won't begin for 9 months and will take more than 12 months after that. Reporting from Crotona Park, Erica Jackson, News 12, The Bronx. The Borinqueniers, also known as the 65th Regiment, a group of Puerto Rican volunteers who fought in both World Wars and Korea, have received numerous military awards, including Silver Stars and Purple Hearts. But at Capitol Hill on April 13th, the unit, which faced years of discrimination while the Army was segregated, received the highest of honors, a Congressional Gold Medal. Alberto Loreno, a 96-year-old Borinquenier member and a Bronx resident who served in 2 wars, was one of the veterans at the ceremony in Washington. He was happy to be recognized for his years of service.
At least the gold medal is something that we remember our situation.
I'm so sad that they will not recognize that they had to wait so long to be recognized. But even though they waited so long, it was beautiful.
While Bariqueniers such as Loreno are happy to be rewarded with the Congressional Gold Medal, they'll know they'll be remembered by the legacy they left behind.
Sometimes these things take a while, and whatever amount of time it did take, it's wonderful to know that that eventually did get done.
For Loreno's daughter, the ceremony was sentimental.
And I thank God that my father, he came back in one piece. And he's still standing like a veteran.
The legacy is that Hispanic children will say, well, we have a place at the table. This is just one step in the direction to say, you know, we earned our place at the table and we insist on our place on the table, and it's just one step in that direction.
Reporting from the Hub, Erica Jackson, News 12, The Bronx.